Guys, welcome back to the channel. I am just starting the process of doing daily tarot readings, so if you're interested in just getting a check-in for the day, just click the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I have a new video coming out. Sometimes I'll post recordings with twin flame readings and light worker readings and things like that. These are meant to be just those of you that need just a little bit of guidance for the day, whether you resonate with twin flame or you're just here because you saw something in the title. So when you get the notification about the videos coming out, even if it is just a twin flame reading or something like that, just look at the title. Even if you don't resonate with twin flame, look at the title, and if something calls you in, if something draws you there, there may be just a little bit of energy that's in that reading for you, whether it's something you totally recognize or not. If there's something in the title that's drawing you in, make sure you click on that, okay? All right, so what do I got going on today? I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm wondering, like, why is it important for you to know what deck it is? I feel like some of you should, like, start pulling cards for yourselves, and there feels like a little bit of shame in that or something like that. Wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, there's something on here, too, that you need. Okay, so it's something about this card that's on the front. It says, ask and know, ask and know, ask and know, ask and know. This is one of the cards in the deck. I'll even look it up and see what it says in there, but ask and know. And it really goes along with the cards that came out, this by the book and this why. Again, we have books that are connected to it. Ask and know. And they're reminding me about when, just yesterday I had a conversation with my daughter. She was telling me about something in history that she had a test on, and she was talking about the Cold War. And she was like, you know about that, right? And I was like, well, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me what you learned about it, and then that'll kind of be like a study guide for you too, where you get to go over the facts and stuff like that. And so she told me all about it, the whole process of it. And at the end of it, she was like, I really like to know things. I really like knowing things. I'm like, you like learning. You're really liking to, which is funny because I always hated history, but she likes the story of it. She was like, I really like to know things. I'm like, I love that too. So they're reminding me about that, and I wonder if this is about school for you. This TikTok came out in the middle too. Literally, so TikTok, the app, there's something that you need to learn about that. For some of you, you need to present yourself. Maybe you're a reader. Maybe that's why you needed to see this, and you're a reader or something. This is for, it's not going to resonate for everybody, but maybe you need to start a TikTok channel or something like that, but you don't know how. That's my thing. So there is some learning, and maybe you need to learn from the younger generation. Like my daughter was learning about the older generation. Maybe I need to learn from her in how it works and looking at how it works. For some of you, I feel like you need to be learning about something. This TikTok is not just about that app, but the time that's on there, it's like 10:07 or something like that. I don't know why that matters, but it stood out to me. Some of you are like stuck in time. Step in time. I just heard step in time from Mary Poppins. That's a reference for somebody. I feel like some of you, okay. It was sitting on my desk like this. I feel like some of you feel like they want to go back to school. Or you want to switch careers or something like that. But it's like, you know how much time that would take? Like if I did it the way that it looks like I should, like going back to college, 444 on my recording, going back to school. Do you know how much time that would take to get a new degree or something like that? I feel like there is a little bit of of resistance to learning too. Resistance to learning in the way that you look at it. Some of you are supposed to be learning something, but it's like this interests me. And so taking a class in learning how to read cards or something like that, it is not the typical learning track, like college and career and or degree and stuff like that. Like you're looking at it like with limited glasses, blinders on. Like you're feeling like you need to do it by the book, the way people say that you're supposed to be doing it. And it's like, why can't I get this figured out? Why? It's almost like, what would I even do? What would I learn about? Like, why am I feeling like I need to be learning? And tongue-tied. Some of you are being drawn towards higher education, higher learning. And for some of you, it is college, but you're looking at it with limited view. Like it's not a whole degree that you need. Just take classes that interest you, and it's going to lead you to the track that you're supposed to switch over to. It's not just about money, it's about learning. There's something that you need to be learning right now. So that's either in college or it has to do with like something like this, like taking a tarot reading course or astrology class or something like that. And that's going to lead you to higher understanding, higher education, higher vibrational understanding. Not being stuck in a linear way of doing things. Like there are so many other ways to make money or to have a career. Like there are people on TikTok who have just they're content creators and that's their career. Can you go to school to learn how to do that in order to, like, there are certain aspects of it, that certain classes that you could take, but like I don't know that there are majors that you could get a degree in. Maybe there are. Maybe I just don't know. You need to be looking at following the path of like we're outside of time. We are outside of the old way of doing things. There's something about the Cold War, something in the story that she wanted me that was for this message here. There's something about history, knowing the past in order to see patterns that play out in the present. There's some sort of pattern right now that's playing out because of something that happened in the past. Oh, that's what she said. Oh, she was like, we're in a Cold War right now. Because the way that they fought was through competition in certain ways. Like they would compete. It was like the space race. They were competing to get to the moon first. And then they were competing in their sports. And they were trying to build up the reputation and the power that their countries had through like alternate means. They were also building up nuclear weapons too at the same time. So, but it was like competing in a different kind of way, battling against each other in a different kind of way. There's something from the past that is repeating itself in what is limiting your perspective and your way of learning. There's something from the past. Oh, there's something from a past experience for you that's stopping you from learning the things that you should be learning, or like either going to college or taking some sort of class, like majoring in astrology, like really pursuing an astrology as a career. That there's something that happened in the past, or like you grew up a certain way, like if you're raised in the church or something like that, and they look down their nose at reading cards or astrology or something like that. that programmed in your mind that that's not a feasible way of going about things. Or like for me, I had a trauma my freshman year of college, and it's almost like I avoid higher learning and higher education, like the universities and colleges, because I'm like frozen in that place. It's like I was stopped at that place. So there's something like that. There might be something resonant in that for you. But it is also looking at your why. Like, why am I needing to know more information? Is it just to make money, or is it to build a career out of this thing that I love? You can combine both of them, but you have to do it in a different way. Like, you want to read cards, you're going to have to do it in a way way different than any of our ancestors ever understood. You're going to be doing it online. You're going to be doing it on TikTok. You're going to be doing it on Instagram. There's a new platform that you need to learn about a little bit more. But I feel like you could take a business class though at the same time, because then it's like, well, how do I create the money trail though? 11:11 on my recording. Whatever it is that you're that you're really interested in, I do feel like you can create money out of that. It's just that you just don't know how right now. There is a new way. And I feel like we have to look to the younger generation, because they're the ones building this environment right now, to give you clues and to learn about that, to learn about how to go about doing that. Okay. So there is knowledge in higher education, like old established institutions like colleges and stuff, that you could take a business course or something like that, or learning about technology, or even just like learning how to use Microsoft or Excel or something like that. But then there are new ways of applying your gifts, like presenting them and creating a funnel for the benefit to come in. I mean, my sister even talked to me one day about TikTok. Like, she does TikTok lives and makes a lot of money on the lives. Or people sell things. It used to be Etsy, and it still is Etsy, but like TikTok is a place where they sell things now. You could see my lack of knowledge for TikTok. But I feel like there's gold there. Learning how to merge the two worlds, the old way of thinking and the new way of thinking. The old generation and the new generation. There's something about the new generation that is going to help you to, like, what is your why? There is a lot of wisdom that you have to bring to the new generation. That's what I'm hearing on here too. Is like, why do that? Why use that platform? Just as an example. But there is knowledge that you have that you're meant to share, not only to absorb and to learn about. There is structure that you're meant to learn from universities and institutions and college and stuff like that. But it's also like, why would I do it that way? You're supposed to combine the two. You're supposed to combine the new way of doing things and the old way of doing things. Okay? So if you were to go back to school, if you were to take classes, there might be one class that you need to take over here in college, and then there are instructionals, or there's DIYs or something like that all over YouTube, and like how to create a TikTok business or something like that. So you're meant to combine both of them. Okay? I feel like there's some of you who are wanting to learn how to read cards, learn how to channel, things like that. If you want to explore that a little bit more, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. You can email me. All that information is in the box below. There are courses that you can take too. There's a course in like spiritual entrepreneurship. I'm seeing that for some of you. Just comment below, send me a message. We could do a reading for you too, and just see like where this track is supposed to lead for you, and you know what this new it doesn't necessarily have to be TikTok. Don't attach to that. That's just as an example. there is a new platform that's out there too. Now, I feel like there's a new platform coming online that is social media, something similar to TikTok, that is going to be gaining speed, that if you tap into now, you're going to like dip in there, you're going to get in there before it gets oversaturated or something like that. Like you're going to get in there before anybody else even knows about it, and you will have been established in that platform, and then it's going to blow up, like blow up in a good way, go viral, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, there's something new coming out too, so that's something that you need to learn about. All right, I just heard stock market. All right, love you guys.